Who could fail to resist the charms of this old Austin K2? Well, hello and welcome to a new old classic car video. Today we visit the City of Norwich Aviation Museum. Anyone who's been around the old car site for any length of time will know that I have a particular interest in aviation and collecting aircraft related memorabilia and so on. And we found ourselves in East Anglia recently, so we thought it's high time we pop into Horsham St Faith, which is just on the outskirts of Norwich Airport itself, and go and visit this particular museum. It was founded by a group of aviation enthusiasts in 1977 who worked for the Eastern Counties Omnibus Company. They put their heads together and decided it would be a good idea to form a collection of exhibits, airframes, memorabilia, etc. to celebrate the history of aviation in their particular area. And that's how the museum became to be formed. They made a start on acquiring various exhibits, and in 1983 the Avro Vulcan that they've got flew into Norwich Airport and was towed across to the museum site where it rests to this day. In more recent times the Nimrod arrived the same way. Since then the new bypass has gone in, so that wouldn't be possible now. But there you'll find a number of interesting exhibits, jet and propeller. There's a Lightning, a Lockheed T33, a couple of Hunters, a Gloster Meteor, obviously the Vulcan and the Nimrod, and various other exhibits as well, the cockpit sections and so on. So hopefully this video will just help promote what they've got going on there. This video is just a quick walk around really, just to sort of give an idea of what's there. We weren't able to go in the building or the cafe obviously, due to the restrictions at the moment, but hopefully it'll give a good flavour of the kind of exhibits that you'll find if you do pop by. Just inside the entrance, just to keep the four-wheel fans happy, there are the remains of an Austin K2, a wartime Austin vehicle, probably ex-AFS 5 vehicle, and hopefully that's destined to be restored in the not too distant future. There's a building just going up for it as I speak, so hopefully that'll be done and restored in the fullness of time. And there's a nice old Land Rover on site as well. So thanks for watching, and if this is of interest, please like and subscribe, and hopefully there'll be more videos like this coming along soon. So thanks for watching. Well, today we're at the City of Norwich Aviation Museum, just next to the airport, and what do we see but an old Austin. I think it was an old AFS Austin, could have been. I think it's putting many fires out at the moment, if that's what it was.
In your place, Haggerty.
Yes. Wow. Another barn find. That'd be pretty cool if it was done, wouldn't it? Nice old Land Rover over there. The Norwich Aviation Museum is a Fokker F27 UK. Next to it is a Handley Page Herald, its predecessor. Remember, these used to fly into Manchester Airport, or what used to be Ringway, on a pretty regular basis. So that's the Herald. That's the F27. Let's have a look over here. We've got a Jaguar. There's the Nimrod. Got a Hawker Hunter, single seat Hunter. If you're into Hunters, look out for High Flight, 1950s film. Occasionally appears on Talking Pictures, and that features Hunter's Low Level. It's a fantastic film. It's a little bit easy, I'm afraid. There's a Nimrod. And over there's Vulcan XM612, and the Nimrod and the Vulcan were both built at Woodford. Over here, in the US Air Force colours, is a T33 Lockheed Shooting Star, I think, if memory serves. I'm probably wrong. T33A. I remember building an airfix kit of one of those when I was small. It's a Nimrod designed for anti-submarine work. And that replaced the Avro Shackleton. Of course we've got a Harrier over there. Meteor WK654. And this is a French Dassault Mystère. This one was retired in 1981. And that just over there is Norwich Airport. So the new bypass runs straight past here, so it's well worth a look. We can't go indoors because of all this virus shenanigans. There's the meat box. This is one of my favourites, I must admit. This was a former gate guardian at RAF Neatishead, which is only a few miles away. There's the back end of the Vulcan. See, the air brakes are up. Over here, the distinctive twin engine setup of the Lightning. One or two of these still flying in South Africa until a few years ago, when one sadly crashed, and I think that was the end of that. But they used to do passenger rides, which must have been quite exciting, because for years these were the fastest accelerating aircraft in a vertical climb. Real heavy metal. As with any aviation museum, it's always worth having a poke around in the corners, because you never know what you might spot. And here we've got a few relics that have been dug out of the ground. Pratt & Whitney R2800 from a Vought Corsair that crashed near the German battleship the Tirpitz. We've got a replica of an Anderson shelter. Mind my head. There's the Land Rover with a cherry picker on the back. So, is it a Series 2, Series 2A, or a Series 3? I'm sure some of them will know. Got lighting from both types on the front. Oh, let's go and ramble back. I've got the right idea, a bit of shade under the Vulcan. And to think that the design for these started in the late 40s. Just after things like the Lancaster and the Lincoln were made at Avro's, and they started producing this. .612 and the Nimrod both served in the Falklands War, I was told. So that's a quick walk around of the Aviation Museum at Norwich. And that's the chopper over here, Westland Whirlwind. RAF Air Sea Rescue. Let's have a quick shufty at the Harrier, or whatever they were calling them at that point. And the mighty Nimrod submarine hunter. These are the remains of a disappearing pillbox, and the idea was this big piece here would be like that in the ground, and then this is the bit that would be manned, and when it was out of use it would sit flush at the corner of an airfield somewhere, and then when you need it that would be raised from the ground. There's a bit of a diagram going on here. You've got a lifting mechanism, standard 8-ton hydraulic aircraft jack, and these were replaced by a compressed air system supplemented by a hand pump for emergency use. And round here, so that's the outer sleeve, there's the inner pillbox which slid up, and this is the hand pump that would have raised it up. It's quite a contraption, but I've never seen one of these before, and certainly not all three parts together. It's quite an interesting contraption. It's going to do much lifting again, but it's pretty cool. It just survives, because there must be loads of these still sat in the corner of old wartime airfields, never to be raised again. So the fact that someone managed to dig this out from somewhere is pretty impressive. And this is the bit where they would have sat inside poking their guns out. Well, that concludes our short little visit that we had to City of Norwich Aviation Museum. Hopefully there's something in there of interest. It's well worth a visit if you're in the area. While you're here, there's a couple of other videos that might be of interest. One on the Handley Page Victor at Bruntingthorpe. I'll post a link up to that now. And also in the same area we've got the East Anglia Transport Museum video, and another one for the Motorcycle Museum, which is over at North Walsham. So thanks for watching, and please stick around, and hopefully more videos very soon.